spurious, or fake correlation, we use the bounds test. This is the final litmus test for any ARDL model. Here is how you interpret the results of this test to prove your variables are actually tied together in the long run. 1. The hypotheses. The bounds test looks at the error correction form we derived earlier. It tests whether the coefficients of the lagged levels, y_t1 and x_t1, are significantly different from 0. Null hypothesis, h_0, no long-run relationship, cointegration does not exist. Alternative hypothesis, h_1, a long-run relationship exists, cointegration exists. 2. The F statistic and the two bounds. When you run the test, you get an F statistic. You compare this value against two sets of critical values. The bounds, lower bound I, 0, assumes all variables are stationary. Upper bound I, 1, assumes all variables are non-stationary, integrated of order 1. The decision rules, result, interpretation, action, F stat greater than upper bound. Reject h_0. Success. Cointegration exists. You have a long-run relationship. F stat less than lower bound. Fail to reject h_0. No long-run relationship. Your variables are just drifting independently. Lower less than F stat less than upper. Inconclusive. The test can't decide. You may need more data or a different lug length. 3. The cure. The error correction term, ACT. If your bounds test confirms a long-run relationship, you then look at the ACT coefficient. This is the final piece of the econometric puzzle. For the model to be valid and stable, the ACT must be negative, e.g., minus 0.45, statistically significant, p less than 0.05. Why must it be negative? Think of it as a gravitational pull. If the dependent variable y wanders too far above its equilibrium, a negative coefficient pulls it back down. If it were positive, any small shock would cause the variable to explode away from the equilibrium forever. Example interpretation. If your ACT is minus 0.25, it means that 25% of the error or deviation from the long-run equilibrium created in the previous period is corrected in the current period. It will take exactly 4 periods, 1 over 0.25, to return to the steady state. 4. Final diagnostic, the Kusum test. Because you asked about dummy variables earlier, there is one last thing to check, stability. Even if the bounds test is significant, if your coefficients change halfway through your sample, e.g., due to a policy shift you didn't account for with the dummy, your model is unreliable. We use the Kusum and CUSUMSQ tests to check this. If the trend line stays within the critical boundaries, usually 5% significance lines, your model is stable. Would you like me to show you how to interpret the long-run coefficients versus the short-run coefficients in a sample output table?